Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Frozen Frontier. The statue of Bellum erupts in flame. Give me saving throws, dex saves to dodge out of the way.
All of the gods are against us. I told you.
I got a 1.
Holy shit! Nick walks into the fire.
Oh my god. I don't think there's any reason for bonuses, but a 16 will be fine.
You're fine. Yeah. All right. Nick, you're gonna take 9. Ryan, you're gonna take 4 as the statue explodes in fire. And when it's gone, you notice a few things have changed. There's nothing else piled on the statue. The stones are gone. The blades are gone. The mask is gone. The hilt of the sword you are holding, Kel Marshall, is now full. Or I shouldn't say, there's a sword attached to it, but rather than being a metal sword on fire, it is a sword literally of flame. If you let go of the handle, it's just a handle on the ground. Your damage die for this is 1d12, and it has a +3 to hit and damage modifier. 100% fire damage, so don't use it against the statue. It won't work.
Don't worry, I've got a hammer.
The next thing you notice very quickly is your armor. The scales are red. They've been sort of... No, both of yours. They are burnished red, and as the chill in the area begins to return, you feel quite warm and toasty in this red scale armor. Effectively, you can just ignore cold from here on out, unless you fall into the water, in which case you'll freeze and die. Never fall into a river, please. But the armor will emit warmth, and it will keep you warm. Maybe like if you're out in an ice storm all night, we'll have trouble, but just still be responsible. Don't make us look too closely at this mechanic.
All right.
Ryan,
Yeah.
your ethereal dagger will have ethereally matching flames to it.
Which one? Both of them?
Both of them, yes. So they will kind of have ethereal fire? I don't really know how to describe it other than you can sort of see like those little heat waves coming off of your dagger even though it's cold to the touch.
Shadow flames.
Shadow flames.
Does that add fire damage? Is that adding d6s? Or
yes. What? Please add a d6 to each of your weapons when you hit.
Just the ethereal ones, right?
Just the ethereal ones, yes.
Just the 2 phase blades. And what about the ethereal quiver? Does that shoot fire arrows now? Shoot ethereal fire arrows?
I suppose it does, yes.
Sweet.
God damn.
The next thing you're going to notice as you look around is your portable hole has been burned by this blast from the statue and is gone.
Of course it is. What
there
about
are
our
a
cloaks?
The cloaks you have on you are still fine. They seem to somehow have been untouched by the fire.
What was the name of that? I guess there's no point in even looking at the spreadsheet because everything on it is gone now.
Almost everything. You'll notice stacked very, very neatly, like off to the side, out of the way, are a pile of books. Not all of the books that you had in there, and a selection of potions, which we will sort of randomize.
Cool.
Do you know how many potions you had left in your bag?
Yes.
Give me an exact count of the potions.
Just total numbers.
Is this accurate right here?
Yeah.
Okay. N41, no, N40 through N51. So you had 45 potions. Okay. Ryan, you want to roll me 5d45, and William, you want to roll me 5d45?
5d. Aren't we going to subtract them as they come?
Yeah.
I guess if you get the same number, it's
exactly. I was just gonna get rid of any doubling. Looks like there's no double ups here. So you get 1, 2 from this pile. You get, this one's a 10. And then you get a 12. which is 1 from here, and a 17, which is 1 from here. Oh, did we get the 7? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. We get a 1 and a 3, yes. Then we get a 7 and a 10, so there should be 2 from here. Then we get a 17. This is not here. I can't. No, this is the 17. Okay, and then we get a 31, 32, 35, and 30 and 42. So 10, 20, 31 is this. 32, 33, 34, 35. And then 1 of these. So we'll just copy and paste this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, wait, I'm missing 2. 2, 4, 6. No, this is right.
10.
This is correct. Okay.
All right.
But has the label changed into common?
No, the labels have not changed in common, and additionally, any potions you had on your character sheets are still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the one other thing missing from the portable hole is my spear. Is that just gone?
No, the spear is beside the pile of stuff as well.
And there was like the lion shield, or is that the one you're using?
Oh yeah, the lion shield.
And the plate mail and the Eridonian plate mail.
The Eridonian plate mail is gone. The lion shield is on the pile of stuff as well.
Okay, do any of them look different, or do they look the same?
They look the same.
What about I've got other weapons on my person. I've got Sanko's axe. I've got some javelins.
Well, those are on your person.
Those are on your person. They're untouched. They're regular.
Changed. All right.
Unchanged. So... Can we
rings,
delete everything else?
Set of 10 rings and a
Those are gone.
gear.
Those are gone. Yeah.
Strage, gone.
Gone. Can you clean up this section so we make sure we don't forget anything or think anything's here that's not?
Yeah.
Thank you.
One thing I don't have noted on my character sheet, but I think I might have, is Yaramir's scalps.
Ooh, those are probably in the bag. Or no, you said you might have them on you.
I think they might be tied to my waist or tied to my belt.
Okay.
Rather than in the bag, but I'm not sure.
All right.
Would those have been amongst the books that appeared?
No, they would not have appeared.
So
They'd
yeah,
be
let's
lost.
just go through this list. The demon mask is gone.
That's the Mask
Yeah.
of Fear, right? Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. The amulet of Tempest is gone.
Gone.
The spell book.
Gone.
Yaramir's papers and scrolls.
Gone unless they're on Ryan's waist.
I think I have. What do we say? So maybe there's scalps on my belt. But
The hammer of silence. Ryan's still has.
got it. Mm-hmm.
I have. Yeah. Yeah.
8 magical arrows and 4 magical throwing daggers.
I
I
have
think
the throwing knives.
Brian's got the throwing
Those are on
knives.
my
I think the
character
arrows
sheet.
are gone then.
Oh wait, I think with the arrows on my spread, I think the arrows might have been on my.
Oh, are they on your character sheet?
See. I felt like arrows from the dragon cave. Yeah, that's them, right?
Yeah.
Arrows from the dragon cave. Yeah. Okay.
Yep,
Great.
yep.
So okay. Short sword of Jaxel's gone. Plate mail gone.
Gone.
Lion's head shield still there. The magic rod gone.
Gone.
Hawk talons.
Still here.
Okay. All the gems and platinum.
Gone.
And then the books and scrolls.
You have a few books. We're gonna say 4 books.
4 books.
4 books.
All right, and they are books we had.
Yes.
Well, I check them. I flick through them. Are they the same?
I guess you probably recognize them. They are the same. There's some of them. I don't
they
know how much
changed
you would
it anyway?
recognize. No.
Are they? Is there anything special about those? Like what are they? What are they? I asked William.
I don't know. But clearly.
Didn't you read?
No, they're in Caledonia.
Oh, these are so these weren't our books. These were books we found here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume this is some of the books left. Is there any pictures in them?
Yeah, some of them have pictures. Yes.
Can we get an idea of the subject matter from these pictures, or?
One
Maybe
of them has many, many, many pictures of scrags, all like hand drawn. Sometimes there might be 2 or 3 depictions of a single scrag, and then there's also like a lot of text. So you have like picture of scrag, like a couple pages of text, then picture of scrag, and then like a couple pages of text. And it's a full book of scrag drawings and writings.
We have to find some way of translating these crimes.
One of the books seems to possibly be like a lineage book. It's written in the same style that you might have, like so-and-so, son of so-and-so, daughter of so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. On and on.
Of humans?
Yeah, of humans,
We're looking for a sign. I don't know if there's a clear one than this. There's no time for reading, translating.
Why would it leave us? Why would we be given these books if not to read them?
Why did he give you those little hawk feet? Who knows? Maybe a little bit of Jexel's luck got thrown in with the prayer.
I don't buy that, Grimes. These have been saved for a reason, surely. We need time to recover anyway.
Well, now, yeah.
Let's just try. It's only 4 books. It's not like it will take an eternity to read them if we can find a way.
Is it uncomfortably hot down here, or are we just warm everywhere we go now?
You're warm. You've got like self-heating armor.
Yeah.
It's like heated seats in your car, except all over your body.
Sweet.
That is cool. Do we does the snow melt as we
No,
walk on
William, it's hot.
Yeah, does the snow melt slightly as we walk over it?
No, it's the armor, not the boots. But if you were to lay down on it, it would start to melt.
Great.
All of our food is gone too.
All of your food is gone. Your tent is gone.
I don't think we're resting. I think we've got to go secure food.
Wait, no, Neal. The tent and some of the food will still be set up upstairs in the temple, right?
Oh, that's right, because you didn't bring the tent with you. Okay, that's fine. The tent and some food is upstairs.
So we're not starving. We're not immediately going full-on murder cannibal.
So should we roll D20 to see how many pounds of food we've got?
Sure.
I think that's because I'm sure you grab some food, you lay it out and.
Yeah, you pull your stuff out of the bag. I can get behind that roll. I like it.
16 pounds.
That's good.
You can live 8 days on this.
Yeah, we can. 4 days.
4 days. Oh God.
Let's go hunting. I don't want this campaign devolving into murdering scrags and eating their livers.
Are you sure?
I agree.
As much as Ferris would want us to.
Okay, so let's think. Can we secure all of this stuff on our character sheets? I believe we probably can.
You might have to make some decisions about leaving some other things behind.
So I'm out of spaces, but I've got enough weight to carry it all. Definitely.
Carry all of what?
All of this gear that's remaining, that's piled up in the corner of the room. I can definitely carry it, Neal. I've just not got enough spaces on my character sheet.
Okay. I trust you to find a way to solve the problem.
Okay, so can we just get an idea for how much all of this weighs here?
Yeah.
We've got 16 pounds of food. The tent.
Yep.
So what's that? 16. How much does the tent weigh?
Let's find out.
Do we need a tent? We are shrouded in the warmth of Bellum. Can we not just sleep where we please?
You probably could, but you might find a time or a reason where you want shelter for non-mechanical reasons.
Yeah, I think it's.
Let's
keep some of our humanity.
Yeah. Let's see. Movement and weather. Where's our cold system? I don't know how much a fur tent weighs. Ryan, you made the cold system. How much does a fur tent weigh?
I did not weigh the fur tents, however. Is it not in your economics?
It might be on the spreadsheet. I'm sure that Yaramir had made note of it somewhere.
It's true. 50 pounds. 50. It's in the portable hole, which doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, so 50 pounds on the tent. All right.
No. That's a pavilion tent. Is that what we have?
Yeah,
I guess.
I think we've got 60. We had 16 dogs in it at one point, so I think.
So this might be
large fur tent. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the 4 bags of dust, are they gone as well?
Yes.
And the rings are gone as well, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Ryan, you've got the gems of true seeing, right? And you've got the hammer
I have a gem. Yep.
They're on your character sheet.
Yep.
Okay, and the throwing daggers.
I also have the amulet of shrinkage for some reason.
Oh, nice, cool.
But not tempos.
Amulet of reduction, Ryan, not shrinkage.
I'm keeping this one.
So
good. Yeah, got a bunch of climbing gear and my whistle. Good thing I kept my whistle. don't know if I don't have flint and tinder written down, but I feel like that's something I probably would have had.
Sure, you can have a flint and tinder box, but you'll never need it since... Well, I guess your weapons don't produce real flames. Nyx does.
Okay, so how much do the potions weigh? A pound each or less?
Pound each.
2, 2, 1, 1.
Oh, really?
The shield, 4 pounds?
No, shields are heavy. They're like 16 pounds each.
Check mine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 16. Yep. The Hawk's Talons, 1 pound.
Oh, they don't even bother weighing the Hawk's Talons. They're
and the 4 books, 10 pounds, 8 pounds, more 4 pounds.
Let's say 3 pounds each.
So 12 pounds. So the extra weight is.
How much does the light sword weigh?
It's
Is it
lightweight.
less than a regular sword?
Yes, it's half the weight of a regular sword.
Okay.
Does our armor still weigh 30 pounds?
Yes. Your armor's weight has not changed, only its coloration.
How much does my spear weigh?
5 pounds.
So let's see where we are here. Carrying wise. It's an extra 109 pounds worth of stuff that I need to carry. That would put me up to.
I have an extra long sword actually. Did you lose your scrag sword?
Yeah.
You want one?
No, you keep it for now.
All right.
Can't see this one breaking.
There's nothing to break.
Yeah,
I'll fight a statue again. That was dumb.
Yes. Well, hey, did something. So I can move a 2/3 move with this. Have you got any extra weight?
No. In fact, I'm trying to trim down a bit.
Oh, actually, I can delete some stuff here. Spellbook's gone. Sanko's axe. So we still need that.
I think so. I still have this damn stone hatchet.
Do you want to keep the stone hatchet still?
I think so. I can't give up my hoarder tendencies. I still have these bolts, even though I've got a magic quiver, just in case.
Just in case.
Especially now that all of our stuff has disappeared. I feel like the hoarder would set in even more, no?
I don't know. Maybe it sets in more, or maybe the futility of it sets in. It could be anything.
Yeah. Why don't I start leaving the stuff in the camp, and I probably don't care anymore. So quiver gone. Do I even need climbing gear anymore? Like, what is that for? Is that in case we've got an 11-year-old girl with us and we need to safely
It's in
climb
case
to the
you
top
need
of
to
the
climb William up to the top of something.
Yeah, we might need to go and fight that dragon still, Grubs.
Okay, so grappling hook and rope is staying. Do I need pittons? I guess pittons and ice pick? Like, do I really need an ice pick anymore?
Probably not, no.
Probably not, but...
Probably not, but you never know. Well, okay, deleting the...
Are you going to be a brave man and get rid of the ice pick?
No, I'm keeping the ice pick. Deleting I just got rid of the extra bolts that I don't need. And that got me down. I'm encumbered when I have my backpack, though.
Okay.
When I have my climbing pack.
So I would need... Yeah, I'd need to drop 33 pounds to be unencumbered. Or you're
Fully
encumbered as well.
I'm at 2/3 move if I have my full-on
Okay.
backpack with me.
All right, so we move 2/3, I think that's fine, right?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, we can move it 2/3 with the skis and stuff.
So now, William, you've got a sword that you can sheath. It'll fit in its sheath still, and it'll
cool.
hold there somehow, even though it doesn't have a blade. It works. Don't question it. You've got a spear and 2 shields. How are you going to carry 2 shields?
That's a good point.
Are you going to pick one, or are you going to try and take both of them with you?
Can I give Grimes the 2 shields and spar with him for a little bit with both? I want to try and work out if the Lion's Head has an AC bonus.
Yeah,
You
we've got
got time.
Yeah. I think we're probably recovering here in Conquest for a couple of weeks, right?
Maybe.
We need to establish a food supply, but
You can play
think-
with the shields,
Okay.
and just to answer your question, the Lion's Head shield has a +2 bonus to AC.
So that's pretty fucking strong.
on top of the usual +2, right? So it's a total of +4?
Right.
Or a total of... Or
Plus
is it...
5 with my specialization.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
24 AC. I don't know. I can
So
turn
it's
that down.
dragon shield that gives you protection from directional attacks, or a shield that gives you protection from basic attacks.
How much does the dragon shield weigh?
16 pounds.
They're the same weight.
It's cumbersome to carry, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't strap it to the back of my backpack.
It seems like
you could strap one to your back and one to your arm, but you can't ski with a spear and a shield and your ski poles. I don't know. That feels like it might be awkward.
A shield on both sides of his backpack, or like he's probably.
I mean, it's a big ass shield. The shield takes up your whole back. You can't. I don't think you could double strap them.
Actually, without the portable hold, do I have any way of carrying the spear?
You'll have to carry it in your hands.
I'll carry it in my hands and sheath the sword.
And use it. You can use it as to pull you along while skiing and stuff.
Yeah.
We need to maybe find.
I still feel like if he's encumbered, he can stack shields and strap them to his back. Like I imagine that's what adventuring backpacks. So it's like a backpacker, right?
Yes, but I think there's a certain point where the unwieldiness of it becomes a bigger problem than the weight. Like if you stack 5 shields on top of each other, even if you can hold the weight, it's uncomfortable.
Don't disagree with that. Would it be possible though to use the tent almost as a bit of a sled?
Or a shield as a sled, or yeah.
Oh yeah, use the shield, right? So I turn the dragon shield upside down, tie it to my backpack with a rope.
Put the tent on top of it and go back to the whole dragging a sled, William.
It would still be light enough that I think.
Except instead of a sled of food, it's just a bundle of magic artifacts.
Yeah, you'll only be able to do it with the dragon shield. The lion shield will drag too much, and it'll fuck up the shield and produce drag from all the hair. But the dragon shield will slide like it's meant to be dragged. Like
it's
a dragon shield.
When Bellum blessed it?
No, it's still green.
Christmas, William, red and green.
Mm-hmm. Is our scale mail actually red, or is it it got a directional singe to it or something from the fire?
It's red and then a directional singe of darker colors to it, so it looks like a crimson blast. Yes, they wrap all the way around to your back to a red, definitely.
Okay, let's look for food today, Grimes. So I'm going to change my AC.
If this was all over the middle of the night, at some point we needed to rest, right?
Yeah.
Because we traveled this day and then we investigated the town. So over the next day, we'll get to food, get to foraging.
I'm going to put the green dragon scale shield on the spreadsheet instead. Take the blind shield. And then watch as the first Scrog fireballs us.
Well, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I know. But we're probably immune to fire now. Probably.
Why don't you hit Ryan full force with your fire sword? You should be immune to it.
Has he got scale? I will try that actually. I'll not hit him, but I'll move the blade close to close to my own arm. Do I feel
Oh yeah, it hurts. It burns. Oh yeah, definitely.
Is Nick setting himself on fire? Is that what I missed?
Yeah.
Just trying it. Yes, trying it a little bit.
See if he's immune to fire, which he's not. But maybe you're immune to fire, Ryan. Maybe you should try and set yourself on fire. Protest the war that Bellum started.
Let's go look for some go and look for some food the next day.
Yeah, can we get out of this dinky map on Roll20?
Yeah, you want a better map?
Yeah.
With dragons on it?
I feel trapped in a box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dragons, you say?
Did you want dragons? I can bring you to a map with dragons on it.
No, not again.
Really?
Well,
no, we do need food.
Here you are in Conquest. By the time you've cleaned up and packed up and re-inventoried everything, it's very late.
It's probably the next day, right?
I don't know if it's the next day. I don't think you spent all night.
Hours of the morning.
It's dark.
Yeah, we go hunting the next day then. So we'll sleep tonight.
Yeah,
but
so
we
get some rest and.
All right. The next day is unnaturally calm. There's no breath to the air whatsoever. It's just still and clear as far as the eye can see.
a good sign, I think, Grimes. Say, looking out over the calm day.
So what'll it be?
I think we need
Did
food.
Bellum speak to you?
Yeah. Did I have any dreams of knowledge, Neal?
Nope. You had no dreams.
Yes, Grimes. But it's hard to understand.
What is it then?
I think we should
Scrags
secure our position. Find food. I need to understand these books, Grimes. It's ether, I'm sure. We still need to explore the keep in greater detail. We never spent much time there last time we were here. Let's find food first.
Okay. You have 4 days to find food before we start coming up with starvation mechanics.
So I see Grimes is looking unsure of what's happened. Like, you don't seem particularly over the moon. I guess I'll put a hand on your shoulder and say, all of this that's happened, Grimes. This is a sign. Things are moving in our favor. We will see the end of this. We'll see home.
What is this? A war between the gods?
Perhaps.
What does that make us?
It's champions. This is a war we will win. It's a war we've almost won indeed. I'll put like a hand on your shoulder, like shake you and try and pass on my confidence onto you.
Grimes nods.
Let us find food.
Yeah, there's no denying the miracles we've seen, so I guess on with it. Do we need to leave the city to find food? Like, do we head out to these woods? We could head to the knolls. We can probably get to the knolls and back in a day.
Are they going to give us food?
Should we hunt their woods, or do we want to hunt
I don't know. They're
slightly neutral territory?
Their leader's a cleric of Velthara, and you just pissed off Velthara enough that the statue came to life and attacked you.
Yeah,
do you think they're going to be friendly?
Yeah. All right. So these woods down here, then, or can we hunt along the river? I see trees dotting there.
Totally.
Maybe we should hunt the knolls.
Yeah. Neither of us have hunting proficiency. Although I have a spare proficiency slot that maybe I should.
Well, you guys have skis, so if you can
survival.
see something, you can like catch up to it. And
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a polar bear or something would be nice because that'll feed us for a while.
All right, let me open up our encounter table. All right. That first day, you set off in search of food. Nope. That doesn't make any sense. And you ski around for the day, but it's quiet. You don't see anything. It's like every creature is either asleep or hiding away from something because it's barren and empty.
Yeah. So I think tomorrow, do we explore the surroundings miles of tundra?
Sure.
Today?
Yeah. You have a huge amount of distance that you can travel, so you can go pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, maybe we should check out this forest tomorrow, Grimes. I know that's where the expedition were looking for food and wood before they were all killed.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there any sign of wildlife in that park in the middle of town? Like small game, rabbits, and...
No, totally deserted.
So weird. All right.
That evening when we get back to the temple, I'm going to be sitting there near the fire with Grimes, and I've got the 4 books out. So I open them up. Let's try and catalog it out. So I've got one that looks like a description of kings and queens of Caledonia, or some does it look like Caledonian?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. There's one that looks almost like some sort of anatomy of the scrags or something like that. You know, it's discussing the different types of scrags or something like that. Okay, so the other 2, any pictures in them, or are they just text?
I'm taking a look at my notes here. Let's see.
No.
There are. The other two have no pictures associated with them.
Okay, so I'll take the one that looks like the list of Caledonian kings, because I reckon there's going to be some short words there, like Kel, maybe, or like king or prince, or words that are repeated a lot at the start of people's names. That you probably make a guess at what they are, right? And I know we tried this last time, but I'll say, Grimes, I'm going to try reading the Caledonian again, and you see if it makes any sense to you. So, I know we tried this last time, and what I do is, the way I see it is that if I read it and pronounce it wrong, which is what the failed check meant last time, it just sounds like gibberish to Grimes, right? The second I pronounce a word correctly, it instantly sounds, like common to him, or like he can understand it?
It's got to be more than just a single word, right? You can't just get lucky, because I could say...
There has to be informational content to be understood, right?
Right. Because, the word, the sound bow probably means 100 different things in 100 different languages. So you got to give it some greater
Okay,
wholeness.
But what about, like, King Caldan the First of Caledonia or something like that?
There you go.
That would be understood.
That would be understood. And you know that King Caldan was the first king of Caledonia, so it might be easy to find his name in a book.
Yeah, so I look for... It's in our script, right? So Caldan will look like Caldan. So yeah, I look for Caldan the First.
Yeah, it's the first entry in the book.
And then I try and pronounce what the word for king looks like, and I'll say that word, Caldan the First of Caledonia, I assume.
Excellent. Yes. Nick is figuring it out.
See if Grimes can understand that.
Why don't you give me an intelligence check at advantage here, Nick? Because you've come up with some clever ways to make this happen.
I'm trying my best.
I know. But you do have an old man's head slowly rotting.
I've got 11 ints, so 26.
Good enough. Yes, you were able to start slowly chipping away at the pronunciation guide, and every now and then Grimes will be like, wait, that didn't make sense, and you'll find a way. And the C's are pronounced like hard K's, and the V's are pronounced like W's, and everything's a little bit off, but slowly and surely you guys can get the hang of it and begin reading these texts.
It's going to take some time to do that.
Yeah.
But
we need food.
For us. Yeah, we need food still. So I don't think we probably don't discern anything of importance today. But we make progress on that at least.
Interesting. Can at least pronounce these words, and
at this point, I guess I kind of imagine that the ring is some sort of magical translator. I won't confront you about it since you don't want to talk about it, but I feel my player knowledge and my character knowledge are now joined up, and I now do have enough in-game knowledge to make that call.
Yeah.
William's not a stupid man.
No. But we turn our attention to food, because that's the number one priority right now.
So the next day we go encounter checking again.
The next
I can
day...
set snares, but I think we need to be in like a forest maybe for that to... I don't know what the...
Well, we could go to that forest and look there for food, and you could set...
Or along the river. Like, we've clubbed seals and stuff before, right?
You have.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, most of the food had been gone from Swampside, though, so I don't...
Yeah. How about we go to that forest?
Yeah, I think that's our best bet.
Is it calm again?
Yes, it is. It's a calm day. Even more still than the last one. This one's got little fog crystals hanging in the sky, sort of actually dampening your view, making it less clear but more still, if that's even possible.
Say that again?
The fog that hangs through everything makes it less clear but more still and quiet than even on a regular calm day.
All right.
So I guess I roll a distance, and then that's actually times 2/3, huh? Because we're encumbered. But we would probably go to the forest and back. I guess I'll set up a few snares for small game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll look for food there as well, though. Food like a polar bear, or there's kobolds in these woods, I think. So if we run into any kobolds, Grimes, you could ask them if there's like any polar bear caves or burrows of animals.
Yeah,
they can't kill, but that we could.
All right. You scoot around on your skis. You run into a group of kobolds that are just sort of like walking along the edge of that wood right there where you are, Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to stop them or not.
Yeah. So we'll, from our skis, wave.
They bolt and run and try and hide from you.
I guess we can just run them down on our skis, can't we?
So easy. You're like 10 times as fast as a kobold.
And I come shouting in kobold at them. Ark! Wait!
Yeah. Eventually you can like, circle around them and get them to stop, and they'll all run, like huddle back to back with their spears pointed out in every direction, panicked and terrified.
We won't hurt you, harm you. Do you know of us?
They shake their heads like they've never seen you before.
Forgetful kobolds.
Your armor changed. It's red now. They can't recognize you.
Oh my god. We're hunting. Need food.
Kobold, no food. Kobold like rock. No eat.
We don't eat kobold. Are there any is there any game around here?
Game?
Bears.
Game or
Seals?
bears?
Animals that can be eaten.
Oh.
For a big one like us.
No games?
No games.
No games.
Oh.
Big games.
What?
Wait, you just said no games.
What?
All right.
It seems confused. It can't understand you.
That's my favorite thing to do is confuse kobolds. We are hunting for meat.
Oh.
Have you seen? Do you know where any bears live?
Yes.
Or,
Yes.
That's easy then. Tell me.
Far away. That way. Very far that way.
Do you know where they sleep?
Yeah, that way.
They're not very helpful, William. And I don't think I can bring myself to eating these dogs.
Tell them if they don't find us food, we'll have to eat them.
If you don't find us food, he says he'll eat you.
We have food.
They're offering us food. Do we want kobold food? I think we need some big game. What about elk? Do you know what an elk is?
Caribou.
Saying kobold? Caribou?
Oh,
Caribou?
yeah.
Have you seen them recently? Can you take us to
Yeah, they're
Caribou?
that way.
Lead the way.
It's very far. Short leg, too short. That way, though.
Do you want to carry them, William?
Why?
To take us to Caribou?
They said they'll take us to the caribou.
No, they said it's too far and they don't want to walk.
But they know where they are.
Maybe.
He seems to be pointing in that direction a lot.
I think it's out into the tundra.
Sure. I'll carry on. I sheathe my sword and then go to grab one of the kobolds. Lick him up.
Roll the hit.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll to hit to just to grab it.
I mean, it's gonna be pretty.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be
roll
difficult.
a d20. I mean, that's still gonna be a hit.
Yeah, I just want to see if you grab a one. You go to grab it, and it goes to bite your hand when you do. It rolls like a 14, I guess, but you're holding it, so it digs its
bites
teeth.
His armor.
Yeah, digs its teeth
I walk
into
up
you.
and smack it. No biting.
Now that the two of you are on this one, the other kobolds break and scatter into different directions and flee.
You're going to show us where the caribou are.
Okay.
Now be a good boy.
Okay.
What's your name, little one?
We forced ourselves a new NPC. Taken by force. You will be our friend. You know, I told you that we got a cat. I keep picking it up and it scratching me and it's trying to get away. It's like, no, I'm gonna hold you until you learn to like me.
Oh god. Hold on, I gotta get a good kobold name here. This is Dibnog.
Dibnog.
Dibnog
Kind of
with
like
2
eggnog.
G's, yeah.
Oh,
What's its name,
very
Grimes?
festive. He says his name is Dibnog.
I think you're just making these up at this point.
Perhaps.
All right, food then.
All right. Does he point us to caribou? Does he say? All right. So where are the caribou? Point, Dibnog.
Oh, that way.
Or sniff. All right. We start skiing that way.
He's pointing vaguely north. How are you carrying him?
On the sled? Does he ride on the? Will he ride on the little thing behind William, and I'll like follow behind the sled to make sure he doesn't run?
Oh yeah, it's great. You guys find yourself following his lead, and you're going this way, and then you're turning this way, and then you come back over here, but then the caribou are up this way. No, they're definitely down here.
I think
they're over here. Whee! It's very clear after like half a day that he's going in absolutely any direction because he loves being pulled on the sled.
I think at the end of the day, we probably part ways with Dibnog over here, and we'll have to come up with a new plan. I do go and set snares. Do you want me to roll checks? Or will you roll those? How do I want to keep track of them?
Can we get back to the city, Neal? Yeah.
Yeah, you can get back to the city.
Okay.
I think we've said I can do 6 a day. Does that sound? Or it takes an hour each. I guess this actually matters, so I should look up that proficiency. Although it doesn't if there's no animals to wander into the traps. Who cares?
Yeah, I've been rolling checks for you, and they haven't been going well, Grimes.
For me, this is the first time I've set snares. What do you mean?
You've set snares like 100 times. And
yeah, nothing ever comes of them.
I mean, you caught a caribou once, and you caught a kobold once.
Yeah, that's true.
But generally speaking, the, like, do you find prey rolls have been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you spend a day dragging the kobold in circles, and then setting traps that evening for food.
Yeah, and then when it becomes clear the kobold does not know where the caribou... Do we let him go, or do we need to punish him for being such pain?
It takes all my mercy to let him go, but at your request, I will be convinced of it.
All right. I mean,
if you want to kill him, though, if that's your angle, then I'll agree to that, too.
Just gave him the names.
But he wasted our entire day. Like, we've only got 4 days, and he wasted...
I know, that's why I was like, do we, like, poke him with a sword or something? I don't think we could just, like... He's got, like... Your strength bonus alone would probably kill him.
Oh, I know what we can do. Hold him down, Grimes. All right, I take out the sigil of the Caledonian ruling house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I dangle it on its chain in the fire of my blade.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna like, fucking what's it called?
Brand him?
Yeah.
With the
I think I let the little guy go. The fear of branding is not fine. Get out of here, Dibnog. You
branding servants is fine, Grimes, but
Grimes does not know what you're talking about.
Ryan, yeah. All right, let him do it. Fine.
Yeah. Malcifer will brand people, but Grimes won't brand a kobold.
All right, well, spend another day here. Run out of food. Got 2 days left. Yeah. Spend some more time reading books, Neal.
All right, sure. What book would you like to dig into next?
Well, I'd like to get an idea of the titles of these other two, if we can. Or if that's still in the making, then I'll read the...
Yeah.
I'd like to also, failing that, would like to find out why King Caldon was moved and find out more information about what that big flaming sphere is. Like, is that just a defense mechanism, or is there more to that? Sure. And then after reading him, I'll read about the last king of Caledonia, or the last queen.
Okay, so you can start flipping through these books, and I guess you and Grimes are telling each other a bedtime story where you sound out the words in this book, and then Grimes tells you what it says.
That's not right. Try whatever.
I read them, and then after a while of saying the same thing, you say it back to me in common.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we move on to the next sentence.
Together, the two of you almost form a full Yaromir, and you can stumble through the text of. Just tell me a book you want to go through, William.
Right,
We'll start
with the king then. Let's find out about Caldon, and then I'll read about him, and then I'll read about the last queen as well, the sorcerer queen, as people call her.
So the book starts with King Caldon, and it talks about how humans arrived in Caledonia by ship. King Caldon was one of the first people to arrive here. Well before he was king. They came from the land to the north, from Arcadia, and they arrived at some point in time and set up a small little base of operations on the eastern side of the island, like northeastern side of the island.
Was this how long ago?
It doesn't say.
Doesn't have a date. This is like in prehistory.
Yeah.
Does that sound like Saltport? Or is
on
it
the north?
Saltport could be the location, definitely.
Okay. What more can we learn of King Caldon?
I'm trying to look up my history of the world for you for accuracy's sake. Arcadia. No, Caledonia. Fro. Timeline of the monarchy of Caledonia. Ugh. Finally, I get to pull out this document I've been sitting on for a year and a half.
I've been waiting on this one for a while.
Jesus Christ. So King Caldon did not arrive with the first Scrags. First humans, yeah. King Caldon is here after the people have been here for 35 years. Maybe he arrived with the very first group of people, but he wasn't a king then. He was just a young boy. Humans arrived on this island. They sort of set up camp, it appears, and there were some friendly elves that lived nearby a long time ago that sort of came out of the woods to help them set up their little civilization, because they had a really brutal winter here the first year. But the elves came out and helped them along, and King Caldon eventually became the ruler here, and the humans seemed to flourish. He had many sons. Each one, on his death, his first son was then murdered, and then his second son was then murdered, and his third son was then murdered, and the fourth son of King Caldon survived after King Thoros. He survived and reigned for 19 years. People generally, you can kind of like flip through these things. You can get a list of the kings and the queens and what they did and where they went.
All right, yeah. So I'll switch after we've read about Caldon. I'll move to the back pages to look for the last monarch.
The last monarch listed in this book is Queen Martha IV.
Okay.
She is noted as being the sister of Verdun II. And it appears that she was only alive or crowned for 2 years. She died. And then there's a note that Queen Dia I will soon ascend to the throne. And that's basically the last entry here.
Okay, so Queen Dia is probably whoever messed it all up.
Yeah.
She's the body. We found her body? We found the princess.
Oh, is that Queen Dia? No.
Yeah, the Witch Queen, right? Frozen in time and the underneath.
What, you think that was her?
Either, right? I think so.
It was just a random princess, but maybe not.
Oh, maybe it was a princess. So maybe it was her daughter or something. But
yeah, this book's probably just been written 20 years before.
Or no, like hasn't, or like shortly after the coronation, shit hit the fan, and the book was never updated.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
She was being coronated.
We know the approximate time of the freezing, right, or of the split in the world in Arcadia. So, looking at the years in this book, can we work out how far from?
We can count backwards from this last queen, right?
Definitely. Yeah. Well, the years are marked. So King Caldon assumes throne in the year 35, according to Caledonians.
Okay.
And
so after the splitting of the earth, right?
No.
No, well before, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when did the
splitting of the earth would happen at the very end of the last queen or king of Caledonia would be when the island froze over and when the earth split apart.
Okay.
So that year, you can count is 524. Because it says Queen Martha the Fourth, greatest, blah, 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 honors and tributes, died in the year 524.
Is there any way of translating those years to Dracissian calendar?
I think it's all the same calendar, right?
Is it?
He's giving us Dracissian dates right now.
Well, no,
so
right now saying that the Caledonians said King Calon was crowned on the 35th year. Mm-hmm. So that's awfully convenient that it was 35 years. I feel like they started their calendar at 0, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so
okay, so this is in Caledonian. This is the script where the numerals he's reading say 35 and 524.
So year 0 would be when the people first arrived in Caledonia.
Okay.
Year 524 would be when the last queen of Caledonia died, according to this book.
So I'm going to look through the book for any mention of a Dracissian king or queen, like a visit to Dracus or something like that.
No. So
this is no way to translate the years.
Well, 524 years before the breaking of the world, which is year 0 in our Dracissian calendar, correct?
Is it?
In Dracus, your calendar 0 is the breaking of the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
500 years before.
Their year 524 is your year 0.
Yeah, but my point is, Ryan, that we've got no way of working out how many years before the split this book was written.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah,
but
which is what I'm trying to
context is like right before.
I mean, was it though? How do you know it wasn't 100 years before?
I don't know. Is Queen Dia the last queen that you're aware of, or maybe this book is just unfinished? There could be some other documents missing.
I can't remember, but Queen Dia sounds right.
It does sound right.
I was like, didn't we? Is that the woman we saw?
I think
underneath. Was that under Swamp Side?
No, it was.
That was in Conquest, right?
It was in.
All frozen people were in Conquest.
Yeah, but it said in that journal in the salt mine, but it's lost. I think it was on Yaramir or.
Yeah, William, you definitely remember that journal talks about the coronation of a Queen Dia.
Yeah.
And then it was on the day that she was to be coronated that everything went to shit and froze over.
So so this is right before that then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is their official record. I think it just didn't get updated because the coronation never quite happened, or like the Scrags
shit
attacked
hit the fan during the coronation. Yeah.
Scrags attacked during the coronation or something like that.
What about any mention of moving King Calden's body?
Yes. You can flip through this, and there is a note. There is a note that in the year 252, it says something about the forest has been pushed back enough. A new capital has been founded. We will call this place Conquest. King Horos I is the one who set this up. So he started building.
Used to be in Saltport, was it? Or
Swampside, probably.
Or Swampside.
Yeah, but year 254, they started building Conquest. And sometime thereafter... Oh, that's actually not what your question. You were asking about King Caldon when they moved his body.
Yeah.
Is it around then, or was
No. It was much later. That is somewhere in the 500s, early 500s.
To give a reason, though.
Yes. So here we go. As you're reading through this, you hear about King Veridin II and how the tide of war had shifted at this point with the Scrags that it notes. Things have gone well for the humans, and they've conquered territory, including some Scrag territory that has been slashed and burned and the forests removed. And as sort of a taunting middle finger to the Scrags, they have taken a Scrag mountain and turned it into the tomb of their greatest king, and then guarded it as sort of like this is your territory, now we're going to put our favorite king here and lock him up and protect him.
And say anything about the flaming sphere or anything like that?
It does not mention a flaming sphere.
Okay. All right, I think that's probably enough translation for one night. I mean,
yeah,
that's enough. Yeah.
We got some hunting to get to tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 2 days left.
Mm-hmm.
So do we go down to the forest, check the traps,
Yeah.
and then look? I still think the forest is probably the best place to find food, right?
Yeah.
We're just going to randomly search.
Okay. You guys set out for food on the next calm day.
Oh, if it was a
Right.
blizzard now, we would be in trouble. Oh, actually, we could
yeah.
probably walk through a blizzard.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
You'd be
Yeah.
fine in a blizzard. You wouldn't be able to ski anywhere, but you'd be okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Today you are scooting around on your skis, making your impressive movement, when you see a whole herd of caribou, maybe 40 strong, just trotting across the open tundra. They are headed north.
And I think it's like Oregon Trail style. We just like post up tangential to them and just murder as many caribou as we can.
Did you buy enough ammunition so you can keep shooting
caribou
them?
until we run out of bullets.
Yep. Okay, well, you have infinite arrows, and you can go at caribou speed, if not faster, Grimes. So we can kind of just bypass these rules. You will eventually get one. You have infinite ammo. There's no resources that are going to be wasted.
Yeah, unless William wants to participate, I think Grimes just spends an hour skiing alongside this herd.
No, that's fine, yeah.
But you can follow behind and like
collect the bodies,
harvest the meat as I
I think
the
we
herd,
the whole
herd
caribou
spooks
back
and
to
runs, but
the herd spooks and runs, and let's say you grab 4 caribou. Is that enough for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we successfully drag them back to Conquest in time?
In time for what?
The sunset.
Yeah, sure.
I think so we've
You
got
get a
them,
lot of movement.
and then field dress them or whatever, and then drag them back to Conquest. Spend the whole day.
All right. Well, I say we just
them.
leave. We don't even need to butcher them. Let's leave them whole. We'll butcher them as we go. Right?
Yeah, you can just pile a couple of deer somewhere in a freezer and leave them be.
Yeah, and
Back
take
to the
like just a deer leg as rations.
So we have food now, supposedly. As long as we can make it back to Conquest, we've got enough food for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now I say we heal up and read the rest of these books, and then, if nothing else presents, then we can go and fight the Scrags.
Okay.
All right, sharpen our blades, hone our mind with some reading, and have a little bit of downtime, I guess. We keep watches. I think we probably have a weird sleep schedule so that just one of us is always awake through the night. Yeah, so watches. And then through the day too, right? So we just alternate between resting and like I think Grimes would like post up on top of a tall building.
Yeah.
And look out into the tundra to see if any scrags come. I've got the eyeglass.
Mm-hmm.
And true see. Occasionally, I'll play with using the true seeing through the eyeglass, even though there's probably nothing to see. I got a hunch that I might be able to see a scrag through a cloak. Actually, I can test it with one of the cloaks I have here. Right? Can I see through one of these?
Totally.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So while I'm doing a scan, I'll do like a secondary scan with the gem of true seeing.
Good call.
And I will inform William, and so when whoever's keeping watch can keep watch with the spyglass.
That's good. Yeah.
Good.
From top the tallest tower. There's still a standing tower somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And we pass.
So how much do you
some
take
days.
to heal?
I am at 30 out of 51, so that's like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I need 25, so I think 3 weeks is enough, and then I'll be a little
and you
bit
get your
more.
con bonus.
Oh yeah.
So you'll be at like 1 down or something like that.
Perfect. So 3 weeks then. So Neal, first thing to do. Are we well versed in pronouncing Caledonian enough now that we can translate the potions, or the potions in Scrag?
Ooh, the potions have so few words. I'll need you to make me an int check for each one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got a few of them already though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which potions did you keep? Oh no, I haven't. Oh, it's fine.
What do you mean? Which we kept the ones you gave us?
I know.
Oh,
We
but
rolled
you
for them
don't have-
randomly, but I forgot which ones you ended up keeping and which ones you didn't. And
We kept all of them. What are you talking about?
Some of your potions got destroyed by the.
Yeah, but why is it? Why that's all you, dude?
I know,
Just
and I'm just
just
realizing
randomly-
that there's some cool shit in there that probably is gone now.
Yeah.
I'm just sad.
I mean, you kind of are Bellum.
I know.
You could have chosen not to take them.
I could have. I didn't think about it well enough.
You are the god of war, Neal.
I'm sorry.
You can always replace them if you want. I won't say anything.
No,
Or
it's
just
fine.
randomly generate new ones.
Okay. So, in check for each one.
Yep, in check for each one. So give me Which one do you want to do?
11, right? So we'll just roll
there's only 5 to translate.
Okay.
Because,
which one?
So I'll start from the top first. The frothing crimson and warm, then cloudy grey, then swelling white with red clouds, then green fluids with bluish bubbles, and then swelling rainbow.
Frothing crimson and warm.
So it's just in the order of the spreadsheets.
Yeah.
So first one is a fail.
Okay.
Second one is a pass. So frothing crimson and warm we don't get.
Okay.
Cloudy grey potion we get. Cloudy
grey. That is a potion of gaseous form.
Nice. So that's worth knowing. All right, swirling white with red clouds. Let me roll a check. Fail. Next one. Pass. Does that get me the previous one?
Nope.
the next one. So that's green fluids with small bluish bubbles.
Green fluid with small bluish bubbles. Come on. Green fluid. Potion of reduction.
Don't really need that one. Well, actually, if we both need to go through something small.
Or we could feed that to our enemies.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and last one is swirling rainbow colors.
Give me a check.
Pass. So it's got to be rainbow hue. It's got to be.
Potion of infravision.
Okay. So, are they the 2 we missed? Are they now unknown forever?
Nope, maybe not forever. Maybe if you're better at Caledonian a little bit later, you can try them again.
I'll try
but for now,
in 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got 3 weeks, so you got plenty of time. You'll try them again at the end of your 3 weeks.
Okay. So we hold up and read these books for 3 weeks while we heal.
Okay.
So I don't know how you want to manage that.
I think we're gonna take our break. When was the last time we broke? It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
We're all off schedule, but
yeah. So why don't we take a break here, and when we come back, we'll do some rolls, make sure that there's nothing important that we need to handle in these next 3 weeks, and then we'll just kind of pick and choose what bits of these books to read, and we'll answer questions from them, and we'll have a whole bunch of lore. So we'll see you on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.
Bye.